Hello fellow chess lovers, today we'll understand the Bobby Fischer chess trap. e4, d6, d4, knight d7, knight f3, g6, bishop c4, bishop g7. This natural-looking move is a terrible blunder. Black falls into the Bobby Fischer trap, and now he loses by brutal force. Bishop f7 check, a rude shock. King captures bishop, or black is a pawn down with a hopeless position. Knight g5 check, king e8, knight e6, black resigned, because his queen is trapped. King e8 loses the queen, but black cannot play anything else, because knight g5 check, king f6, queen f3 is an embarrassing checkmate. If you think that the player with the black pieces is some random noob from the local middle school, then let me tell you that when this game was played, he was an experienced tournament veteran, 53 years old, with a FIDE rating of 2.149. You may think that he is still way below the master strength. Okay, I agree, but what about Dr. Siegbert Tarrasch, one of the greatest chess masters of all time? e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, knight f6, we have the two knights defense here. d4, ed4, castles, d6, knight d4, bishop e7, knight c3, castles, h3, rook e8, rook e1, and now Tarrasch makes a deadly mistake. In this position, black walked into the Bobby Fischer trap by playing knight d7. Knight d7, bishop f7 check, king captures bishop, knight e6, and Tarrasch resigned. Dr. Tarrasch resigned because his queen is trapped, so the Bobby Fischer chess trap can catch even one of the greatest chess masters. If black captures the knight, it's a mate in 2, king takes e6, queen d5 check and queen f5 mate. What's in a name? Shakespeare asked in his immortal work Romeo and Juliet, chess history we say, juicy chess history. The Bobby Fischer chess trap got its name from a historic game wherein, then 15 years old Fischer, used this trap to defeat the super grandmaster Samuel Reshevsky. Reshevsky plays, rather misplays, the accelerated dragon variation of the Sicilian defense in this game. Fischer was well prepared, while Reshevsky was a little rusty. Fischer chases the f6 knight, and Reshevsky retreats it to the most unfortunate square, allowing Bobby to unleash the key move of the trap. Bishop captures f7 check. If the knight is captured by the pawn, then white calmly collects the queen. On another hand, if the king captures the knight, then the black king ventures too deep into the hostile territory, and there is a marvelous mate in 6 moves. Now, you might think that Bobby Fischer chess trap is too well known to miss, so it's very unlikely that anyone except a total noob will fall for it. Well, let me show you a game played in 1993. 35 years after the world-famous Fischer game, both the players missed this trap. The player with black pieces is former world champion Boris Spassky, while the one with white pieces is one of the sharpest and cleverest chess grandmasters ever seen, Judith Polgar. Spassky played Breyer variation of the Ruy Lopez opening, and this brings us to a unique aspect of the Bobby Fischer trap. Unlike other opening traps, it's not limited to a single opening. In this video itself we have seen 4 different openings. The first game had Pirc defense, the second was 2 knights, then Sicilian and now Ruy Lopez. In this position, on move number 12, Judith Polgar missed a pretty win. Why don't you pause the video to find the right move and make Bobby Fischer proud? It's bishop captures pawn check, king takes bishop, knight g5 check and knight e6 traps the queen, but she missed it and lost on move 63. What could have been a historic short and sweet victory turned into a long and tiring defeat. When I originally planned this video, I thought I would stop after the Judith Polgar game, but during my research I stumbled upon a gorgeous game. The game itself is a pure delight, but its coincidence and irony make it absolutely amazing, so I have no other option, except to share it with you. Let me introduce you to the victim of the Bobby Fischer trap here, Grandmaster George Kaltanowski, one of the greatest experts in blindfold chess. He made a living out of blindfold simultaneous exhibitions, where he would cover his eyes with a blindfold, and play against dozens of chess players simultaneously, winning almost all the games. Perhaps his best blindfold chess record is that of playing against 56 players simultaneously, where he won 50 games, drew 6, and didn't suffer a single defeat. George Kaltanowski also authored a book on blindfold chess, titled Blindfold Chess Genius. And, as if destiny decided to display its sense of humor, he even met his future wife on a blind date. And just when you thought that things can't get more interesting from here, I introduce you to his opponent, Sir Theodore Henry Tyler, not even a full-time professional chess player. His day job was to teach jurisprudence at the Oxford University. And by a long flight of irony, he was legally blind. Let it sink. Theodore Henry Tyler was legally blind, so an amateur player, who was legally blind, used Bobby Fischer chess trap to defeat a professional grandmaster, who was one of the biggest authorities on blindfold chess. Unbelievable. Coming to the actual game, it starts with d4, but soon transposes into the Philidor's defense, which is a king-pawn opening, nothing unusual there. And this reminds me of what I said about Bobby Fischer chess trap earlier. It's not restricted to a single opening. In this video itself, this is the 5th different opening where this trap has succeeded. Nothing remarkable about the opening, until we reach the 8th move. This is the position, friends, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to show an international grandmaster that a mere mortal can crush him, and in style. Yeah, you got it right, fellas. Bishop f7 check, then knight e6, queen c4 check, keep attacking relentlessly and ruthlessly. Black is forced to give up his knight, otherwise he loses his queen. This is the point where black is surrendering his knight. Suppose black refuses to give up his knight and plays something else, like king f8, then pawn takes c7, will trap his queen. An extremely proud moment for the humble pawn, and an equally humbling moment for the proud queen. Back to the actual game, white wins a bishop and a knight, as well as an exchange. And now, white has an absolutely winning position. He has won a rook and a pawn for a knight, and his king is also way safer. However, Kaltanowski dragged on for a few more moves, perhaps because his vanity didn't let him resign, on move number 17, against an amateur player, who also happened to be specially abled. So, ladies and gentlemen, do learn the Bobby Fischer chess trap by heart. Who knows, one day, an unsuspecting grandmaster may get a shock of his life, when you raise that beautiful bishop up in the air, and descend it joyfully on the f7 pawn, with a check, leaving the admiring spectators bewildered. Bobby Fischer will be smiling from heavens. Go, make him proud.